For millions of consumers in the United States and Canada, chocolate is a staple treat, from holiday gifts to everyday indulgences. But in 2025, the price of that indulgence is climbing fast. Cocoa prices have tripled since early 2023, reaching their highest levels in 50 years. Global supply shortages, driven by poor harvests in Ivory Coast and Ghana, have left chocolate manufacturers scrambling for alternatives. With inventories in London and New York dropping to historic lows, chocolate makers are now reformulating products, shrinking package sizes, and passing costs on to consumers. This shortage isn't just about a more expensive Valentine's Day, it's a signal of deeper inflationary pressures that could ripple through the broader economy. Why is cocoa in short supply? The current cocoa shortage is driven by three key factors: poor harvests. The world's top cocoa-producing nations, Ivory Coast and Ghana, have suffered years of bad weather and crop disease, leading to persistent supply deficits. Surging demand. While supply is tightening, global demand for chocolate remains strong, especially in emerging markets like China and India. Market disruptions. Warehouses that store surplus cocoa for futures contracts are now nearly empty, forcing buyers to pay record-high premiums to secure supplies. According to market analysts, cocoa stocks at the Intercontinental Exchange have dropped from over 100,000 tons a year ago to just 21,000 tons today, an alarmingly low level that suggests there is no slack in the system. In the United States, chocolate manufacturers are facing the toughest pricing environment in decades. What this means for United States and Canadian consumers? Consumers in North America will feel the cocoa shortage in several ways. Higher prices. Retail chocolate prices have already increased by up to 20% year over year, and further price hikes are expected. Smaller products. Expect shrinkflation, where chocolate bars and packaged products become smaller, while prices remain the same. Reformulated chocolate. Some manufacturers are switching to compound chocolate, replacing cocoa butter with cheaper vegetable oils and substitutes. Premium chocolate scarcity. Higher-end chocolate brands reliant on high-quality cocoa may raise prices sharply or limit production. How does this tie into the broader economy? The cocoa shortage isn't happening in isolation, it's part of a larger inflationary trend. Recent Consumer Price Index, CPI, and manufacturing data provide critical context for why prices are rising and why inflation may be sticky for longer than expected. CPI data: inflation isn't going away. The January 2025 CPI report showed inflation rising 0.5% month over month, up from 0.4% in December. This suggests that price pressures remain strong, driven by shelter costs, up 0.4%, housing remains expensive, contributing to overall inflation. Energy costs increased by 1.1%. Gasoline prices rose by 1.8% in January, which is a significant jump. Food prices went up by 0.4%. Grocery costs continue climbing, with meat and dairy seeing the biggest increases. With cocoa contributing to rising food inflation, the Federal Reserve faces a difficult challenge, especially when considering manufacturing trends. Manufacturing growth and inflation present a complicated mix. The January ISM manufacturing PMI finally rose above 50, reaching 50.9%, signaling expansion after 26 months of contraction. But this growth may be misleading. New orders jumped to 55.1%, but this could be front-loading due to tariff concerns rather than real demand growth. Production increased to 52.5%, but employment remains weak, suggesting temporary gains. Supplier delivery slowed to 50.9%, indicating potential supply chain constraints ahead. Why does this matter for inflation? A growing manufacturing sector typically adds price pressures as companies pass increased production costs to consumers. The cocoa shortage fits within this framework. Limited supply meets rising demand, pushing prices higher. Why the Fed is stuck? Can they lower interest rates? With inflation still elevated and manufacturing expanding, can the Federal Reserve justify rate cuts anytime soon? Many had hoped that a 4% unemployment rate would give the Fed room to cut rates sooner to prevent a slowdown. However, the persistence of inflation, especially in essentials like food, housing, and energy, makes this difficult. Here's why the Fed is in a tough spot. Rate cuts could further fuel inflation. If borrowing becomes cheaper, businesses and consumers will spend more, driving prices higher. CPI inflation is still above target. The Fed's 2% inflation goal remains distant, meaning they need more evidence of cooling prices. Global food shortages like cocoa add another risk. If food inflation persists, it could delay any meaningful policy shifts. The long-term outlook: are high chocolate prices here to stay? So, what's next? The cocoa crisis presents a microcosm of broader economic challenges where supply constraints and inflationary pressures collide. Here's what to expect in the coming months. Continued high chocolate prices. Prices won't drop unless supply improves significantly, which is unlikely in 2025. More ingredient substitutions. Expect more products with alternative fats and less cocoa content. Fed rate cuts delayed. The combination of rising CPI, manufacturing growth, and food inflation makes it difficult for the Fed to justify early rate cuts. Potential global ripple effects. If other key food commodities face similar shortages like coffee, sugar, and wheat, inflation could remain stubbornly high in North America. The cocoa shortage is a warning sign. While it may seem like just another price increase, the cocoa shortage reflects deeper economic challenges. Rising costs, inflationary pressures, and global supply constraints are all interconnected. And for US and Canadian consumers, it means more expensive chocolate, persistent inflation, and no quick relief from high interest rates. As we move further into 2025, keep an eye on food inflation, manufacturing trends, and Federal Reserve decisions, because they all play a role in what's happening at the checkout.